Hi everybody, this is part 2 of the Twin Flame private reading for my client. Again, I would like to tell all of my viewers that private readings are available and they can put a comment below and contact me for the details regarding a private reading. So I begin with part 2 of this reading for my client who wanted me to focus on the runner twin. I'm being shown through this deck that the runner twin had romantic feelings for you and there was a good romance going on in 3D, initially when you were together in a physical reality, and they were as much into you as you were into them. They did not express that, but that was the case, and you were confirmed twin flames. You were, or you are, like I'm confirming it now. If you look back in hindsight, you'll get those signs. So what happened was, like, they did have romantic feelings for you, and there was a romantic relationship going on in 3D, as well, which is a byproduct or a bonus in the twin journey. So what they did was they did not want to be in that association, in that twin association any longer, or something pulled them back, and they kind of left that relationship or that union happening at that point of time, and you somehow knew that they left, because it happened in 3D. So, and then you felt that, you saw that whole association, because at that time you did not know that you were twins, so you saw that whole association as your love not being returned, or a breakup, happening. You just saw it as a breakup. You saw it as them deceiving you, or you saw that as, like, when they ran as a part of the twin flame journey. They were supposed to run at that time, but what you saw in 3D was that your love was not returned back, and that they deceived you. So but you have been calling them in somehow, in your 5D also. You've been spending time with them and you've been calling them in. You've done a lot of possibly, I'm seeing you've done a lot of inner work, shadow work, and you have also focused a lot on asking God to give them back, something like that. You've been doing a lot of praying or some religious thing, or even maybe some spiritual thing to get them back. Maybe you are even doing some uh, you've been doing something, like maybe you've been sending them healing energy, or praying, or visualizing, or dreaming about your life together, something of the positive nature I'm being shown. And you are going to have a lot of heartfelt emotions again. They are going to return, so that is wonderful news for you. I think that is what you were looking for. They are going to return, and when they return, you are going to have, like, he is going to open up. He's going to open up like never before. He's going to tell you what all he went through during the dark night, while you two were separated, and he's also, you're going to do the same. He's going to be in a very sad, somber mood again, because he doesn't understand much why all that happened, but while you are having those heart to heart conversations, you're going to discuss it with each other, and you're going to know why that happened. So there's going to be a lot of that, a lot of communication going on. And after that communication, and when everything is cleared up, the air is cleared up, I see that you're going to get married, both of you. Both of you are going to get married, and there's a marriage and a wedding between both of you. And after that, I also like to validate that card to aspect that card. I did another card which was again the honeymoon card. So you are definitely going to get married after those heart to heart conversations. The air is going to be cleared, because you've shared a 3D relationship in the past. Now there are some twins on their twin flame journey who have never shared a 3D thing, with their twin before. So for them, their reunion, or their wedding, or their merge somehow gets delayed a little more longer, because they have never spent time in the 3D before. But for those twins who have spent some time or had some romantic angle to their association in 3D before they actually went into the dark night of the soul, for them the merge or the marriage is faster. I've seen that in many cases. and you're opening up, or that communication itself is going to clear the air so much that your runner twin is just going to come forward with the idea of like getting going to a higher level of commitment directly. With, I'm not even being shown an engagement happening and then a wedding happening. I'm being shown a direct wedding. Possibly you've shared time together in 3D before, you've had a relationship before, and he's going to think that now that everything is crystal clear why all this happened and why he ran, and now how he came back, he's just going to propose marriage right away, and there's going to be a honeymoon. And I also did, like, although you just wanted me to focus on him and his running energy, I also did a bonus thing for you by asking spirit, what do you still need to do, about this whole thing. How can you aid in this thing, although everything is divine timing, and believe me, everything is happening as it should be, but still I wanted spirit to give you some guidance on what you should be doing. And I see you have been struggling a little bit with your finances, with your job, with your resources, and I see that you've had to put a lot of focus or energy on your finances, and maybe you don't even have a job, maybe you are unemployed. I'm being shown that thing. And I'm also being shown that regarding this twin flame journey, you have to release the attachment to him. Right now you're still being attached to him. That is why you're reading, in the reading you were telling me just to focus on the runner twin and his energy. So you're somehow attached to him. That came up in the reading. You have to release that attachment, as I tell all of my other private clients too. They have to release the attachment to that engagement or marriage in order to get that wedding, because you have to be, that attachment is making you sad, and that sadness is preventing you from getting that engagement or marriage. When you're happy, or when you raise your vibration, you're happy, you're in this high vibration state, the engagement or the wedding which is there in your vortex, in your grid, is going to be attracted to this positive thing. But if you're sad thinking about that engagement or commitment not happening, you are giving a vibration of lack, or you are giving a vibration of wanting that. So all the time you'll keep attracting that want, that you're wanting it, it will never come, because you're just wanting it. The want will come back. You'll just be attracting the want or the lack. So there's nothing, you're just standing here in your sadness and in your want and in your lack, and you'll keep standing here unless you replace this want and this lack with being happy and just having it in the now. That is when it will just come right there, and you'll be surprised at how soon it comes. So you have to release that energy, that attachment energy, and you have to let go of the control and your finances and job. Maybe you are unemployed or something right now. And I also see that you still are codependent in a way on him. You think that, okay, we'll go on that trip when he comes back. I'll take the highway when maybe I don't know how to do a certain thing, so I'll do that when he comes back. Or maybe oh, I can only do this thing when he's there, or he's the one who can just fix something in the house, and I don't know. You can learn that. That's called being interdependent. You know one skill, he knows one skill, and when you merge together, you both share those skills, instead of you wanting him to, this is codependency, and this is interdependency. This is being codependent. Every time this thing goes away, you are left with, oh, what should I do? I don't know how to do it. But interdependencies both know their own thing, and they are together. So I'll show you the cons. He had romantic feelings for you before. You shared a romantic relationship in 3D. He freed himself from that relationship. You went into a 3D separation. You felt that the love was not returned back and it was unrequited. You felt deceived, and you started praying and calling in for him to return back. And that is going to happen. You're going to have a lot of communication, and you're going to have a wedding and a honeymoon. And for your own self, there is something going on with your finances and career. You have to release that attachment energy. You have to let go of the control to that attachment, and you have to work on your codependency and become interdependent. So viewers, this was a private reading for a client, basically focusing on the runner twin as they wanted, and I also did a bonus for them, and I focused on their own energy just to give them a hands-on on where things are. So viewers, this is a private client reading, and you can always order one for yourself just by putting a comment below, and I'll let you know about the details about how to purchase a private reading. Thank you so much, and please believe in love.